Hello, this is my first YouTube live, and I'm very excited. I wanted to start something that is very interesting to me, more than um, I guess I just like talking about these things. I'm very fascinated by them. Currently, no viewers, but that's okay. I'm just happy to be here. Um, so I'm going to start, or maybe I should wait. Or maybe I'll just introduce myself. So, my name is Laura, and I basically currently live in Canada. And not that that matters, but my goal right now is to become a better version of myself. Today, April 7th. Yeah, April 7th, 2024. So, I think every day is an opportunity to grow. And lately, my life has become very synchronized. Um, I'm seeing very interesting things happening, and I'm very excited. So, yeah, I'm going to talk about the mechanism of manifestation. Um, so I did talk about this in a video that I made on TikTok, but I also wanted to go live so I can talk more in depth about it. So I will start with this. You have to understand that you are the only being experiencing the life that you are. We did talk about the multiple universes, parallel universes, and I think it could be valid because I don't know 100%. Not that I don't believe it, but more like I'm more focused on this one. And I think because of that, it's important to recognize that you are the one living this one. There is no one else living this life for you, just you. And I'm saying this to um make people more aware of the power that they possess over their own lives and how they want to feel about it. Mainly how they want to feel about it. I'm going to fix the light. I think it's a little better. And I have my notes here. And so it's very important to understand that you are the only being experiencing the life that you are. There may be another version of you living, you know, similar life as you, but they will have their own parameters. And you are you, so you still have to pay attention to that and give yourself the permission and the power to make changes. So that is the reason why it's so important. The second point is um, all manifestations are unique. All manifestations are independent from each other. Just like your thoughts are actually independent from each other. If you don't believe me, just think about this. Um, mm, well, you can think about the same thing twice. Okay, you can think about the same thing twice, but not understand that it is the same thing until you one day realize that it's actually the same thing that you're thinking about. So the essence can be the same, but not how you understand it is going to be the same. I hope that makes sense. But beside that, I wanted to explain how um, it's very important that you view the manifestations as something that can be modified, but not because you're modifying something that you already manifested before, but more like you create a new modification to that. So you actually create manifestations. You create the life that you want by manifesting something new. So it can be the same subject, but you just like manifested something that is going to make it different. If that makes sense. Okay, so you're not actually manifesting um making a change to something that you manifested before, because you are constantly manifesting. You are constantly manifesting things. So by doing that, it means that if we were aware of our manifestations and we had the power to work them over, I think life would be really chaotic. It wouldn't be possible to live because every second you're changing your thoughts. And if we were like directly changing the manifestations, then life would not make a lot of sense. Okay. So that is the reason why I think that all manifestations are unique, and you are basically creating new manifestations that may disturb the one that you made first, but not really disturb it, but like overlap. Okay, so it's like an overlapping happening, and because it's an overlap, there is no like friction that is happening. It's just your experience of it that looks like that. Um, for example, you manifested a blue bike, okay, and then you go outside and you see a bike, and that one is red, and you decide to just pick the red one. You just pick the red one. Well, it's your choice because now you have manifested picking a red bike. It doesn't mean that the blue bike does not exist somewhere. It doesn't mean that you cannot go and then get a blue bike. You can still do that and it still exists, but you have overlapped it and you made a choice. And the universe will accept that. The universe is going to take that as your choice, and that's the beauty of free will. So if your manifestation just seem like all over the place, it's because our thoughts are also all over the place. We are always thinking about new things, always trying to solve our problems from A to Z, trying to have control over everything, and so on and so forth. And that is basically overlapping with our previous manifestations and so on and so forth. Nowadays, honestly, I feel like everything is falling into place for me. I'll give you an example. Uh, the decoration behind me and the clothes and this were actually a delayed delivery. I ordered them and I was told that it was delivered. I did not find them. That was about 3 weeks, I believe, ago, and I was quite upset about it because I had so many plans. But then I decided to simply let it go because at the time I was already working on how I view things and how I am going to react or respond. which is the word I like to use now. And so, because I wanted to respond in a way that will benefit me, I decided to just let it go. Just let it go. I'm like, then there's probably a good reason why. That's how I thought at the time. There's probably a good reason why I did not receive it. Even though I was very upset and very sad because I had so many plans with it, I simply let it go. So today I went upstairs and I saw that there were some packages, and I thought to myself, well, I did not order anything. So I couldn't be receiving anything. But then I'm like, wait, I had a missing package. It would be funny if I could get it because I already talked to the shipping company. They told me they already delivered it. They even had a picture. Can you imagine? They had a picture of the package being delivered. They had a picture of the package being delivered. And now I did not see the package, but today the package is back. I thought someone stole it. And so I found it today and I was like, huh, yeah. So I don't know. Maybe it's the new eclipse coming to tomorrow. That is why. But a lot of things are falling into place in my life right now. Okay, this week has been okay for me, like a lot of other half moments. So I don't know. I'm just happy and glad. So yeah, let's get back to the main topic. So I'm going to give you an example to explain things. So for example, um oh, I hope you can hear me. Okay, yeah, you can hear me. Um I'm going to give you an example of two fishermen. Okay. There is one fisherman that knows what to bring to fish a certain kind of fish. Sorry. And there is another one that does not know that. So fisherman number one knows what kind of bait to use. They know what kind of hook, like the fishing hook to use or fishing tools to use. They know exactly the location to go fish, what to bring to go fish, maybe a boat, and all those details. And they know what kind of fish they're going to get. That is basically how they're able to prepare themselves and go there. And so that fisherman will get the fish that they want. And if they don't, they will understand why, because they're seasoned. They know what they're doing. Maybe they'll just notice that, oh, the fish are in not in season right now, like some kind of explanation will be found. So let's go back and let's say that fisherman is not able to get any fish that day. They will understand why, or they will simply move somewhere else to get the fish that they want. But they know what they're doing. So it's the same for manifestation. When you know what you're doing, or no manifestation, but more like someone that is comfortable with the 4D. Because in 4D, there is more awareness, more dexterity, there is more knowledge, there's more happening for an individual in 4D. Not living in 4D necessarily, but an individual that is a four-dimensional, like a graduate, someone that graduated 3D. If you read the law of one, you may understand what I'm talking about. If you did not, that's also okay. Someone that is in 4D is basically someone that um has understood and connected with the higher chakra. Okay, someone that has connected with the higher chakra means that they are connected to the universe. They understand uh, many things that makes the simply more knowledgeable than a 3D. Um, someone that is stuck in 3D, someone that is still learning from 3D. And so it is. Um, so that would be someone that has learned enough. And then there is a second kind of fisherman. That one is new. He or she or they don't know what they're doing. They simply go to fish anywhere. They bring any kind of hook. They did not read anything about it. Even if they did, they still lack lot of knowledge. And so they still go and try to fish. And when they don't get anything, after a few times, they get frustrated, obviously, because they were excited to be there. They were happy to go fishing, or desperate even, because maybe that's how they were going to feed themselves and their families. Um, but it just did not happen. And so they will get frustrated. But does that mean that there's no fish in the lake, in the sea, river? I don't know. That does not mean that. And that does not mean that the universe does not want to feed that person. That does not mean that that person does not deserve food. It simply means that that person does not know how to. And so they start learning. They may ask from a fisherman that knows what they're doing, or get more knowledge by themselves if they wish to. But at the end of the day, a lot of things are choices. Um, so there is that. So that example is just to give you a point of view on how it's very important to understand that there is a lot of resources for everyone. Well, most of us, I guess, because it's relevant to our existence as us right now. I do have the law of one. Oh my god, should I show you guys? This is the five books. I've got four left here because I'm still reading one of them, the first one. I actually listened to the whole audio, but I still got the book because I felt like I should have this on hand. Sorry. And so resources are everywhere. We are in an era where we have a lot of resources for knowledge. Unfortunately, a lot of people are still struggling with survival, and that makes it very hard for people to focus on acquiring more knowledge about the spirituality because they're still busy in survival, which is very sad. So that's one thing I'm hoping for the world to grow beyond survival so that we start elevating ourselves, all of us. Okay, so um, yeah, back to another point. Manifestations are not positive or negative by nature. The only way for us to define something positive and negative is through our own perspectives. There is no inherently positive thing or negative thing um, when it comes to manifestation. Obviously, there are things that put together and things that separate. Okay, if you want to use positive, negative like that, feel free to do so. That's not really what I mean. I mean like, you know, someone look at war and think of profit. It means that war is positive for them, even though war is awful. Okay, for most of us, war is awful. We don't want it, but for someone, it means profit, and people are making money off of it. So that is my point. Things are not 100% positive or 100% negative. It's just our perspective and how we look at it. Um, some people may feel neutral about it. Um, and so it is. So the question will come down to how to now manifest. At this point, I hope you can understand that everything that I have been saying is basically to give you an outlook on how powerful we all are. Okay, we are all powerful beings that have a lot that we can do and so many things that we can change into, because if we feel like it's possible for us, we can get it done. So back down to how to manifest. So basically, you have to think about something that you want, okay? And do not try to relate it to anything else before. Like, oh, I let's say you need to pay a rent and you just lost your job and you don't have money. Do not try to think about making money to pay your rent. See, think making your money to pay your rent. More like not having to pay rent this month. It's simple. It's very, very simple. And the universe will find a way to get that done for you, because you are not trying to manifest multiple things at the same time. And that you can picture. You can picture that as in not having your landlord scream at you, or I don't know, something negative happening to you when it comes to your rent. And so when you put yourself in a state of I'm fine, nothing will happen to me, the rent will be taken care of. That puts you in a state of power. And so that is one way of doing things. Do not relate it to something else. Again, manifestations are independent, because they're independent, then you should use them like that, because that will give you the most power over them. Okay. And another thing I want to add as well is you do not have power over everything for a reason, because you're not everything yet. Okay. Well, you are part of everything, but you're not everything yet. unless you want to look at it like that, which you can. But to be able to manifest everything, you have to be everything, because the universe is not biased. The universe is neutral. The universe is not positive or negative, it's neutral. And so, even if things that you do not prefer happen in your life, they're not happening because you are not, um, there's something wrong. It's not necessarily because there's something wrong. It could be, and I think for me it is, that that element of surprise in our lives are the one that brings us to grow, to become more. Because I don't think that there's any loss ever in the universe. Even if when you lose something, okay, let's say you lose your shoes and you feel upset about it, that upsetment, that feeling of upset is a new gain. You gain in feeling upset. Someone may not care that one of their shoes is gone. They may not even notice. Would that be a lot for them? Probably not. Someone would just lose their shoes and think of it as, well, I lost my shoes. And that's it. They don't really mind it. They know that it happened, but they don't mind it. They lost their shoes, but do they feel any loss? No, obviously. They don't feel the loss. They just think that it's gone. And I feel like that is what I did when I thought I lost my package. I just felt like, well, okay. First, I felt lost. And then I'm like, "Ooh, sorry." I felt the loss, but then I realized that, oh, I created the manifestation of, and it's just gone. So even though I thought about it like that, it still came back to me. I truly, truly, genuinely thought about it as gone, but it came back. This again is another proof that manifestations are independent. Okay, they're all independent. Maybe they came back because they have a purpose. Like me making this video today. I don't think I would have made the video without this. And I'm very happy to be making this video. So, um, like that. So there is no loss. Um, there's only gains. Loss of gain, but you are constantly growing. We are all constantly growing. So, another thing is, very important, as you have mentioned before, is gratitude. Okay, gratitude. Because people feel like they owe the universe or they don't deserve things. Let me tell you why that is not true and how to actually feel okay while manifesting things. When you're manifesting something, okay, you need to show the gratitude to the universe, but it's not the way that you think it is. It's not gratitude like I'm going to pay something back to the universe, something valuable. No, funny enough, no. Your gratitude could be simply what you're going to do with what you get when you manifest that thing. I'm going to give you an example. I manifested what I would do, for example, with this package that I was missing. What I will do with it is make video, and that'll make me happy. Do you understand? I'll make video with the package and that'll make me happy. Okay? And so that is the gratitude to the universe. That's it. That's it. That is it. You don't need to do anything else. Nothing extra. So let's say I I I'm craving ice cream right now. I'm craving ice cream, and if someone was to give me ice cream, I will happily eat it and I'll smile. That's it. That is your gratitude. That is it. You don't need anything else. I'm telling you, that is it. You want it because you want it. People don't really go into it. That's why I wanted to make this video and be mechanical. You just want it because you want to do something with it. Because you are expanding the universe, then it will come to you in one form or the other because it's relevant to you like that. You have to make things relevant to you to be able to get them, make them relevant. I want these new boots. Why? Because they'll make me happy. And there's outfit I can pair it with. Imagine that outfit that you will pair it with and how that will make you feel. And I truly believe that even when you feel nasty about something, it is also a way of gratitude to the universe. Because that's how we get anything manifested in our lives. Because we have a response to it. And that response is expanding the universe. Um, but again, I'm not all knowing, so I can't tell you too much about it. But it's something I'm still working on. It's a little bit scary to go into negative, but that's the power that you have. You can transform the negative into the positive. Transmutation. So, me not receiving my package, me feeling upset about it, today I transmuted that into something absolutely positive to me. It just proves how much nothing that is mine will get away. Nowadays, when I try to manifest things and when I'm trying to let go so that it can work, because if you don't let go, again, you are manifesting new things upon that and like packing it up. And because you don't want to mess up with it, you have to let it go, right? So, how do I let it go? I think about it as my package is coming. My package is coming. Anything that I manifest, it's simply a package of something I bought and it's coming. And my package came. It's just really funny because the universe is literally communicating with me. It's like, yes, indeed, miss, your package has arrived sooner or later. And if it came now, it's because it's relevant for me to have it now. Okay? And so that's something that makes a lot of sense to me now, that you have the power to transmute things from negative to positive, regardless of the situation, and do something about it. Okay? If something is relevant in your life, it will come. If you want to manifest something, use that thing, create an idea of you having that thing and what you're going to do with it and how that benefits you. And the way that benefits you is how it also benefits the universe because you have expanded, you have done something with it. So, very important, in my opinion, to get something that you want sooner or later in one way or the other. So, yeah, you don't owe anything to the universe because you're part of the universe. So, it would be very strange to owe something. It's like you are a drop of water in the ocean, but you're trying to create more fish to the universe, to the ocean. Like, you are a fish too. All you have to do is to eat from the universe or like the sea. So when you eat some, I don't know, other fishes and you give birth, it is also expressing your gratitude. That's a very strange example, I know. So yeah. So I don't want to make this too long. You are constantly manifesting. Remember that you are constantly manifesting things, whether you're conscious of it or not, because you self came here for a certain journey, and that journey has to unravel in front of you. And because it's unraveling, things are going to come into your life that will be relevant to you, and you are simply going to make sense of it. I currently in my life, I am just making sense of everything that comes to me because I understand that they're relevant. All of them are relevant. All of them are relevant to my life, and I get something out of it because I understand that I simply have to turn something negative into positive and make them good for me because I want them to be. And I know I have the power to. So, yeah, going back to the main thing I was saying when it comes to getting, like, having absolute control over your manifestation. If you want to have that much control, you have to become everything. Okay? And if you're everything, it means that everything that happens is expected. It's like a paradox. If you are everything, it means that everything that happens to you is expected. It means that there is no surprise, there's no disdain. There is simply understanding and acceptance of those things. So to manifest something, number one, understand that you have the power. Number two, understand that every manifestation is unique and individual. It's independent. And so when you manifest something, think about what you're going to do with it and how that's going to benefit you. Obviously, you don't want to manifest and think about something negative. If you're going to put, uh, like, if you're going to do it, then do it well. If you have a thought that you find negative, don't worry. Just create again, transmute, because that thought is an opportunity for you to transmute. Transmute something, like create actually something positive out of that thought. You don't have to follow it 100%, but just use it to create something. Or simply let it go and understand that it's simply a thought. You don't have to do something to it, just let it go. This is a random thought, just like a cloud in the sky. Let it go. Bye. I don't want this. I don't care about this. And so that's how you manifest. You have to understand the power that you have, that picturing something and see how it's going to benefit you. Understand that some things will come in one way or the other, sooner or later, because that's how relevant they are in your life. But one thing is sure, the more you understand this and the more the world is evolving into the 4D, the easier, I'm already feeling it, the easier it is for you to get things that you want. It will come flowing into your life so crazy. Instant, I'm telling you, instantly, things will come, things that you need. The funny thing is, you may not be thinking positive at the time, but things that you need will be coming to you. It's like, oh, wait, I didn't even think about this. Oh, actually, this makes me really happy. And so it will transform you to be a more positive person, in my opinion. or a more negative person, depending on what's going on with you. And so, yeah, so I think it's very important um, to use the tools that we have and be mechanical. I am very mechanical because from mechanic to my emotion instead of my emotion to just my emotion, it makes more sense. Okay, thank you for this first live. I had so much fun. I'm probably going to do more lives. There's no one here today, but I'm extremely happy to be able to do this, and I'll do more of it. If you ever see this video later and you are interested, don't hesitate to ask questions. I will be happy to answer them. I'm very much into manifestation and understanding the universe from the self first, and how to create um our own lives consciously. So yeah, I'll say goodbye. I don't know how to end this. Okay. Um I think okay, I think it's this one. Okay. Bye.